I'm a little starstruck. Chreign, where you at? Right Look, I know Thea doesn't need an introduction, right? But you guys all know what she did, and just unbelievable story. And she's kind enough to come out here to see us today and say a few words. I'm gonna let her talk a little bit, and if you guys have any follow-up questions, you'd be glad to take those,
absolutely,
right? All right,
absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you for being here so much.
Thank you for having me. Guys, I just want to, first off, I really want to say thank you so much for being who you are and the support you are to each other. It's no, surprise, or not surprise, but also it's common knowledge that the only person from my immediate family that wasn't there in person to support me was my little brother. And I was really, really concerned that he would feel lonely at that time, and my entire family's celebrating and he wasn't physically there. But to see how you guys embraced him in that moment made me feel so much better. It made me feel like he had a family there with him in Annapolis. And for that, I am truly grateful. Hi, my name is Thea LaFond. I do professional women's triple jump for Team Dominica, and I am the 2024 Paris Olympic champion. Yeah! And your coach asked me to say a few words, and I am going to keep it short. I have a very strong belief in that when I come to speak to athletes, I really want the floor to be theirs, not mine. I will say that one of the greatest things that I've ever learned from this sport and the privilege of being in the field events is that I have to have short-term memory. Meaning that when I do one jump, whether it's great or terrible, I still have an option to make and a decision to make my next rep. I can either choose to be down and disheartened about what happened the last jump, make it my personality for the rest of the competition, or I can decide that, hey, maybe that was a bad one, but it's over. You guys have that same privilege with every single play, right? If something goes wrong previously, you don't have to take that negative energy, the negative mentality onto your next one. You have the ability to shake it off, step up, and completely change the dynamic and direction of your play. I want you guys to remember that. All right, and you don't have to be an Olympian to be able to look inward and look at yourself and actually think like, hey, I can do better. Your coaches are here to guide you through all of this. I want you guys to remember that a criticism and someone telling you that you can do better is not a personal slight. It does not mean you're a terrible person. It means that someone cares enough to look at you and say, hey, you have something amazing deep down inside, but you haven't tapped into it yet. All right, it's not personal. It's called growth. And your entire staff and everyone here, their job is to make sure that they're helping nurture you guys, but on the field and off the field too. All right? So that's my 2 cents to every athlete. And I'll leave you with this, is that practice makes permanent. It does not make perfect. If you're coming out here every day and all you're doing is repeating a bad habit with a bad mentality, congratulations, you're solidifying a bad habit. You're making it your personality. You're making it who you are as a player on and off the field. Right? But if you're coming in here day after day, deciding that, hey, I'm just gonna do a little better, 1% better than last practice, every single time, that is what builds greatness, okay? So once again, thank you for having me. I really do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate Naval Academy as a whole for what it's done, not only for my brother, but for my family. Watching this guy really develop into an amazing young man over the last few years has been a pride and privilege of my family. We are so proud to have a Naval Academy football player in the family, but also a Navy man, and that has been a pride of our family for sure. So, from the LaFonds of USA and for the LaFonds of Team Dominica, thank you from the bottom of my heart.